All right, good morning. This is what's called Big Rock Row, I believe, or Big Rocky Row, also called the Cliffs on Far Out. And the trail is right there. Going northbound is that direction. We came from that direction last night. And Riley's right over there. Hey, buddy. This is the view here. We're all socked in with clouds today. This is why it's called the Cliffs, because just a straight fall down. I'm not complaining about the clouds. Hopefully the clouds will stay and just keep it nice and cool today. The wind died down in the middle of the night. It was super windy as we were hiking up last night and while I was setting up my tent, and just thank goodness it wasn't raining as well. That would have made it so much more difficult. But there's still a good breeze, but it's not as strong. It was really windy last night, and now it's just kind of breezy, which feels good. So we're all packed up, we're ready to go. Today is Saturday, June 29th, I believe, which means it's day number 58 for Riley and I's AT through hike attempt. And my power bank is out of power now, so I am just down to the power I have left in my GoPro batteries, which is not very much. I have 11% on this one, and I think I have one extra one, so I'm gonna have to conserve power. We are about 72 miles south of Waynesboro, and that is our next town target. So I'm going to try to be limited with our videos today and until we get to Waynesboro. But fortunately I have enough food. That's the most important thing. Hey, buddy. And we're going to get started with the day, and we will check in later. All right, bye for now. All right, Riley and I have done about 4 miles on the day, and we're basically at the top here once we get up there of what's called Bluff Mountain, and there is a memorial monument here. Let me get closer, Riley, so I can read it. Riley, hold up, buddy. Lots of little toys. This is the exact spot little Addie Klein Powell's body was found April 5th, 1891, after straying from Tower Hill Schoolhouse November 9th. Gosh. He was gone missing November 9th, and he wasn't found until April 5th. A distance of 7 miles, age 4 years, 11 months. So he walked all the way up here alone back in 1891 and wasn't able to get down or feed himself, and this monument memorializes him. All right, so Riley and I are going to continue on. We'll check in later. All right, so Riley and I are now on the other side of Bluff Mountain. There's no views on top of Bluff Mountain. Just a view of the beautiful white clouds, which we can see right overhead as well. And just a quick thought on little Addie Klein Powell and his monument. It said he was 4 years and 11 months. And this was 1891, so it was before the Appalachian Trail was formed. I don't know if this trail was here at that time and then just turned into the Appalachian Trail, or was taken up by the Appalachian Trail, but Riley and I hiked from the road down there yesterday that goes into Glasgow and got up to Big Rocky Row, and that was like 2,000 feet of elevation gain. And then this morning we it wasn't so bad today because we were fresher. But yesterday, anyway, my thought is just that Audie Klein Powell was 4 years and 11 months, less than 5 years old. And wherever Tower Hill School was, I don't think it was on the mountain. Most likely it was down near Glasgow, either on that side of the mountain or on this side of the mountain. I'm not sure, but he must have hiked a long way. And Riley and I, that was not an easy hike, not an easy climb for us. We were exhausted by the end of the day yesterday, and we didn't even get up here. We had to hike another. We've hiked 4.1 miles to get up here from where we camped. So for a kid less than 5 years old to hike all the way up here from most likely the valley area, that's really impressive. Really, that's a tough feat for a young kid. And he if he had lived, he probably, given that he could do that at less than 5 years old, hike all the way up here, he would have probably grown up to be a big, strong guy and do some good things. But yeah, I was just thinking, given our experience hiking up here and how difficult it was, it's really impressive that a youngster less than 5 years old was able to do that. So that's all. We'll check in later. All right, quick update. Van Gogh, Riley here. It's turned into a hot day, and we just got to the 800-mile marker. Very cool. We were taking a break earlier because it was getting hot, and Riley decided to stop. And then a couple hikers, as inevitably happens, caught up to us, and now Riley's motivated to go. And then he had no patience for how long it took for me to pack my bags up. But eventually I was able to get my pack ready, and we're moving again, and that's good. I think we've done about 6.5 miles, going on 7 miles today. And we're moving, so we'll see where we get. We'll check in later. Okay, and just a few steps further. I know, Riley, there's a much more glorious 800-mile marker. Much more glorious. Congratulations, Riley. Okay, all right, we're continuing. We'll check in later once more. Walking across a suspension bridge here, and Riley is motivated because there's like a group of four hikers that we passed last night that stayed at, Riley, hold up, Little Rocky Row, and they caught up to us today. And now some of them are ahead of us and some of them are behind us, so that's giving Riley motivation. Oh, Riley, okay, we'll check in later. I got my hands full here. All right, bye for now. All right, so Riley and I are approaching Brown Mountain Creek Shelter, and this is Brown Mountain Creek right here. Riley is so energized because the four hikers, I know they're all ahead of us and you just want to catch up. I know, just be patient, Riley. All right, so there's this cool sign here, Memories of the Brown Mountain Creek Community. By the way, the trail is right there and we're going that way. As you travel north along the next 1.4 mile section of the Appalachian Trail, watch for the remains of an abandoned community. Freed slaves, I know, Riley, it's okay. Freed slaves built and lived in this small farm community in the early 1900s. The memories and insights into life on Brown Mountain Creek came from a former resident, Mr. Taft Hughes, during an oral interview with the Forest Service. The homes were small and the people hardworking. The food was simple but nourishing. Sounds delicious. Mr. Hughes remembered his mother's ash cakes, which were cooked on the... All right, Riley. All right, almost. I keep telling Riley to calm down. I keep telling him to calm down, but he doesn't listen when there's other people. So my battery
died on me, and I just replaced my battery, so I'm down to my last GoPro battery. So let me just finish reading this. Yeah, the homes were small and the people hardworking. The food was simple but nourishing. Mr. Hughes remembered his mother's ash cakes, which were cooked on the hearth covered with ashes and coals. She would take them out of there, and she had a special broom made from corn. Broom corn. She'd sweep them off real good and then would wash them. You didn't taste any ashes on them, but they were much sweeter than if you baked them in a stove. Much sweeter. We'd eat them right there, and lots of times for supper, we'd have that and a glass of milk. I wished I had one now. It would be impossible to match that flavor. And there's a picture right there, I guess, of the of some stones, not, you know, remnants of the community. Observe as you walk. Be aware that history surrounds you. Keep your eyes and mind open as you explore the secrets held by the land. All right, memories of the Brown Mountain Creek community. All right, so we've had a good day so far. Riley's just had so much motivation to walk, and we're gonna get going soon. It's a little before 8 o'clock right now. I just checked my Far Out app to see what our options are, and I think we're going to keep going past the shelter, and then past the shelter is 0.6 of a mile ahead, and then about 2 miles after that we get to US Route 60, and there's a couple. Oh my goodness, Riley, come on. I know, he's being himself. He's just being his wonderful self, and I'm annoying him because we're not going. So I understand. Anyway, so we're gonna cross Route 60, which is like a little over 2 miles ahead, and then I think there's a campsite option like a mile after that. It's a big climb, so we're gonna definitely fill up on water before we get to that road, because there's a good stretch where we don't have any water. Okay, that's enough of an update. Riley is losing his patience with me, and we're gonna get going, and we will check in later. All right, bye for now. We're going, Riley. It's okay.